this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today to bring you this sneak peek of the absolutely stunning Turning of the Seasons, which is releasing tomorrow, Saturday, February the 24th from Diamond Art Club. So thank you to Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me to show you today. So this is a square kit, as you can see from the blue branding, and it's 80 by 60 centimeters. So it's a decent size, but it's not huge, which it makes a nice change, because landscapey type kits, which I absolutely adore, are often pretty ginormous because they have a lot of detail. So when they are able to render it in a slightly smaller size, that really appeals to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is not a small kit, but it's not ginormous. So the release time for this kit will vary a little bit depending on where you are in Diamond Art Club's rewards tier structure. If you are Diamond or Ruby, you get early access, and that means you can log onto the website and refresh on the new releases, and you will be able to get them half an hour earlier than everyone else. So what that means for you is 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 5 PM UK time. And then if you don't qualify for early access, you can get it at general release half an hour later. So 9:30 AM, 12:30 PM, 5:30 PM in those different time zones. And of course, if you're in a different time zone and you're not sure what that means for you, Google can help you out there if you just plug one of those times in and ask what it is in your time zone. So this art is by Denise Dundon, who I think is quite a new artist to Diamond Art Club. I had a look on the website because I wasn't familiar with her name myself, and she has had a release with them quite recently, but that seems to be the only one. So love it when we get a new artist to admire. Okay, inside I have a toolkit. I have a little sticky label, which I am going to put on the side of my box, but you can do whatever you like with it, of course. It'll be your kit if you've bought it. I just do that because it helps me with the way I store them, but a lot of people put them in logbooks or just keep them, or whatever it might be. I am so excited to take a look at this one. I just think it is such stunning artwork. Okay, so I'll put that to the side for now and take you through the toolkit. So Diamond Art Club toolkits, if you buy a square kit, will include all of the items in here. The reason I say that is just that you don't get tweezers in round kits from Diamond Art Club. But other than that, it's all pretty similar. For now, at least, they have said that they are revamping the toolkits at some point soon, but for now, this is what you'll get. So you will get a roll of baggies, always very helpful when you're kitting up, kitting down, whatever you like to do with those. You will get a pen and matching comfort grip that you can just pop on there like that to make it not rub your finger so much if you sit in diamond painting for hours. You will get a roll of washi tape. I love having a great collection of washi tape because I use it quite a lot these days. I use it with smaller paintings to secure them to my light board as well as clips, but sometimes the clips don't reach them. People often use them to section up their paintings, although there is an exciting new thing that Diamond Art Club have been doing that you may or may not be aware of, which does mean that isn't as necessary as it used to be for some people. And also it's quite good to put it around the edge of your paintings where there's a bit of glue that extends beyond the painting area and it can collect fluff. Most sensible people do that and it keeps it looking nice and tidy. I'm lazy, so I don't tend to, and I just deal with the fluff, but it is a good thing to do. You will get a little caddy with 2 plates of heart-shaped pink wax. You will get, the cover minder was sticking to this. You will get tweezers, as I mentioned, with a square kit. They are branded and they have a protective cover on them because they tend to be quite sharp. Those ones aren't too sharp. The cover minder that I just mentioned is this little item here. So basically you will get something, because it's not always going to look like this. They have a whole variety of them. And on the back are 2 magnets. So you can pop one behind your canvas. You pop this one over the canvas where you want to hold your cover out of the way. They connect through the canvas and then you're not fighting the plastic cover, which I hate. You will get a tray and a little stopper that goes in here just to make it so that it's a little harder to, you know, lose drills when you're shaking them around in your tray. And you get a 7-placer and a 4-placer in this thin plastic, these thin white plastic multi-placers, I meant to say, which are nice and narrow, and they're, you know, pretty good to use. Okay, I'm just going to pack all of these away, and then we can get stuck into the canvas. Right, Diamond Art Club sends their canvases in this branded dust cover bag, which just helps keep them neat and tidy and protects them from any moisture and that kind of thing. So, oh, this one is super sticky. It's going to rip as I pull it open. Never mind. And then inside, you will find Diamond Art Club's trademark tarpaulin canvas, which is super soft. I always have to give it a little bit of a stroke. And it's a really nice weight of canvas. By that I mean it doesn't feel flimsy, but it's also not stiff and, you know, hard to manipulate, because I work on an easel, so I'm often rolling my canvases, you know, rolling the completed part so that I can work on the bit I want to and that kind of thing. So I really appreciate a canvas material that's easy to work with. Inside, you will find a thank you for your purchase leaflet with a note from the owner of Diamond Art Club. And you've got tips and tricks, you've got step-by-step instructions, you've got what's included, you've got social media links. You also, very importantly, have some discount codes. This one here's great, 20% off your first purchase through the app. Not to be confused with your first purchase from Diamond Art Club, because those are two separate things you can use. Because there are also great discount codes for that if you have not bought from Diamond Art Club before. I actually have a couple in the description box below. Cat20 will give you 20% off your first order. Cat10 will give you $10 or the equivalent in your local currency off your first order. Please don't feel obligated to use my affiliate codes, but just use a code, because there are plenty of codes out there. And if it's not your first purchase, there are still codes you can use. You literally never need to pay the full price. And I have got 2 sticker sheets. I didn't realise there were so many colours in this one. So I've got 75 colours. And oh my goodness, how gorgeous is that rainbow tree effect? That is stunning. And do you know what? I often, I love landscapes, but when they have a lot of trees in and there's a lot of green, sometimes that can get a bit wearing. So it really appealed to me that this has got so many different colours going on. They may be like a little past, realistic, but, it could be a nice autumn day and you would see a lot of those colours there, I'm sure. And they're reflected in the water below, which is also just super pretty. Wow. Okay, so, look at all the symbols. Even the colours in the symbols are fun. So I have got 4 AB colours. ABs are Aurora Borealis drills. They have a special coating on them that just adds some kind of glitz to your painting, brings out nice accents and that kind of thing. And then I have got 2 fairy dust drills. So they are also a kind of special drill that accents your painting, but they're a bit more of a subtle effect. They're glittery, which sounds quite glitzy, but actually they're like a subtle, gentle glitter. I really, really enjoy them. And all the symbols look great, really nice and clear. Yep, all looks good to me. This is all sticky, by the way, so you can cut this in half and then you've got a sticky label for your logbook or whatever you want to do with that. And then these are for your storage pots, which I really appreciate, particularly when dealing with 75 colours, having the labels provided to me. Okay. I'm going to have a look at the canvas, I think, and then I will go through the drills. So, I'm going to roll the canvas back on itself just to get it lying a little bit flatter so I can show you. But this tarpaulin canvas material is also self-flattening. So if you don't want to do this, you can just leave your canvas lying out and you will find it flattens quite nicely, without you having to do anything like, put it under weights or anything. It is poured glue. Diamond Art Club paintings are always a high quality poured glue, which is why I can roll it back on itself without damaging it. Oh, the colours. Okay, here it is. Sorry about those metallic noises. I've got lamps on either side of the table so that you can see clearly, and I'm knocking into them. So here it is. Oh, it's spectacular. Wow, I'm so excited by this one. And the rendering looks brilliant. Now, I see lots of lines in this water because of the reflection, and I tend to work sideways on an easel and work on it in rows going across. So that for me means lots of multi-placing opportunities that will help me get through those sections a bit quicker, which I am happy about that. But in general, looking at the painting, I would say there's a fair amount of confetti because there kind of always is with trees. Trees means confetti. But I do also see small blocks of colour. I think that they have done a great job of minimising the unnecessary confetti because Diamond Art Club hand renders their paintings. So they have a team that works on these and just smooths out all the unnecessary kind of noise in a kit and just makes a really crystal clear image that captures the artwork beautifully still. So I love that. You can't quite see all of it. So the top up there is also quite blocky, that sort of greyish sky. And this section here, you can see a little bit of if I pull over. Oh, it's so, so gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to pan over this in a little bit, just so you can see it all up close and personal. But before I do that, I'm going to go through the colours. So your drills will always come in a bag that is labelled like this. Not everyone stores their canvases in the boxes they came in. If they have space restrictions, they might like to separate them out, so that's always really helpful. And let me take you through what we've got here. Oh, so beautiful. Okay. Right. Starting with some of the bigger bags, because Diamond Art Club does arrange their drill bags in size of the bag order. I have got rather a lot of our first AB, this white 141. So there is loads of this in the painting. I'll try and go through it and pick out where the special drills are in a little bit. And then I've got 606 and 666, beautiful reds, 939, 208, 3371, 2 bags of that. A lovely orange 740. I've got to stop getting excited by the bright colours because there's going to be loads, but I love that in a painting. 3837, 2 bags of 310. So not a huge amount of 310 in the kit. Some people aren't keen on 310 because it is more prone to trash than other colours. But generally the standard of drills that you get from Diamond Art Club is excellent anyway, so it's not a problem. And either way, there's not a huge amount of it in the painting. 3756, so 3 bags of 3756, which is a gorgeous baby blue. 815, 333, love that colour. 775, 336 and 498. Then I have 3364 and Z554 is our first fairy dust drill. So it is hard to pick out through the bag, but actually on this colour you can see fairly well that glittery effect on top of the drills. These are so, so pretty. Absolutely my favourite kind of drill that Diamond Art Club uses. 890, 3363, 334, 733, 937 and 936. They're practically the same colour, but this is the kind of attention to detail and shading that you get in a premium kit that just makes the finished product so amazing. 742, love that colour. 209, 947, 452, 782, 823, 166, this is the section when I start to feel like a bingo teller. 132, a lovely bright orange AB. That is really pretty. I love orange. Do you know what? I'm not that fond of orange in kind of real life, but in diamond paintings, I just love working with it because it's so bright and vibrant. 552, 2 bags of 817, a lovely red again, and 3852 is sort of mustardy brown. Moving on to some slightly smaller bags of drills. So I've got 803, 938, 3325, oh, gorgeous shade of blue there, 935, 451, oh, one of my favourite ABs, this bright pink that's got this really sort of silvery blue coating on it. So you get a mix of all those colours, and I really, really like this one. 470, 3853, 898, 300, 732, 921, 304, and 135. So this must be the last AB if I've kept count correctly. So that's a nice green with a very glitzy green topping. 3755, 600, 3818, 469, and 780. And is that, yeah, just, well, almost one more strip. There's a teeny tiny one too. So I've got 2 bags of 814 on this strip and my last fairy dust drill, which is this lovely blue, almost turquoisey blue. It's very, very pretty. And then on the last strip of drills, I've got 433, 3746, 307, 154, 517, 934, 729, 434, 312, 322, 3854, 976, 165, love that, 341, 973, 920, 3607, 918, 435 and 400. Lots of earthy tones there to finish off. So those are the colours you'll be working with if you choose to buy this painting. And yeah, it's a rainbow painting, isn't it? It's like a rainbow painting for landscape lovers, which I just think is amazing. I am so happy that this painting was picked to be made into a diamond painting. Okay, I'm going to pan over this now so that you can see it all much more up close, and then I'll come back and try and pick out those special drills for you. special drill spotting time. So I have got the symbols 1, 2, 3 and a white dot. And straight away I see lots of the white one. And if you remember, there were 2 fairly fat bags of that up in the sky in blocks of colour. So that's going to give that really, really, you know, when it's like an overcast day with clouds, but the sun's shining through the clouds really bright. And it is like that, isn't it? A white AB is the perfect colour for that. I'm not sure if I see much. Oh, there is some in the water down here as well, which again, you know, there's light reflecting off the water. That makes perfect sense. Not too much of it though, just a little bit for accents. And then the 1, 2, 3, I'm guessing I'm just going to find in the kind of corresponding colour sections. So the pink one is here in the pink tree. The orange one is all through the orange tree section, wouldn't you know? And also down here in the reflected orange section. And then green, symbol 3 is, oh, I see a little bit here and then over here in this tree area over here. Oh, and a bit more in that reflection. So yeah, that's kind of exactly what you'd expect. It's light shining down and just reflecting off those colours. And then I've got a purple fairy dust drill that's like an equal sign. And this backwards arrow thing, which is the blue one. So they can be a little harder to spot, but I will give it a go. Ah, okay, so the tops of this purple tree line, right under the kind of glowy sky, that is purple fairy dust, which works well. I like that. And then the blue's like the one colour we don't really have in tree form. So I'm guessing it's down here. There wasn't a huge amount of it, was there? Where's it hiding? Ah, here's some. Okay. So yeah, that is more accents in the water. I think that's really good use of special drills. I mean, I would rarely, if ever, have any complaint with the way Diamond Art Club uses special drills because I find their rendering of them really, really good. But that all makes perfect sense to me, and I can absolutely see how, where those have been placed, it's just going to provide really nice accents in the painting. So there you have it, Turning of the Seasons. This is, I think, one of my favourite paintings I have seen in a while, and I am so, so chuffed to have this. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, I did say when I was talking about the washi tape that people use it to section off their canvas so that they can work, because with larger paintings it often makes sense to work in sections rather than chasing a colour through the whole thing. Diamond Art Club has started doing these perforated covers now. If I pull that back, you can hopefully just about see that line there going through it, and that line is perforation, and the whole canvas is gridded up like that. So if you want, you can just use those. You can rip open sections and work on them that way. I have heard people recommend that you actually cut them with scissors because they don't always rip as cleanly as you might want. So that's just a slight word of caution, but it is such an innovative, clever thing to add to the kits. And this is what I love about Diamond Art Club. They're just full of all these special little touches that really add to the experience and just the quality of the product. So there you have it. Turning of the Seasons is going to be one of Diamond Art Club's new releases this week. So it's going to be out tomorrow on the 24th of February. And you can grab it at 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 5 PM UK time if you have early access, and half an hour later for general release, or if you miss it on early access. So yeah, do check it out if you like the look of this one. Right, that's it from me today, so thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it. That really helps support the channel, as does you subscribing if you are not already subscribed and you've enjoyed what I've done here. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.